Hello and welcome. I'm Harish, and in this channel I talk about building anything without coding. Today is a very interesting video, and if you followed me before, you probably know that I love working with APIs and playing around with APIs and building using different APIs that are around. I stumbled upon this challenge by Symbl.ai where they're asking essentially developers and non-developers to try out their API and fetch topics from a video. Right? What is Symbl.ai? Symbl.ai is a platform that lets you build conversation intelligence without writing machine learning algorithms, basically. And topics in this specific challenge are most used phrases or keywords in a conversation or an interview, essentially. And using Symbl.ai, you can potentially build conversation intelligence into interviews or live Zoom calls or any form of audio and video conversations, right? Or data, essentially. And they support real-time or recorded conversations also, so which means you can build applications, or if you already have applications, you can build on top of your applications, integrate Symbl.ai as a platform and generate conversation intelligence, right? And this challenge essentially says try out our APIs and give us feedback, and also probably win this cool prize, right? If you're watching this before April 30th, you still have a chance to give this a shot. But I'm creating this video to help you learn how to work with APIs and use Postman as a tool without having to write code, right? Which is essentially what I do on this channel. And with that, let's quickly get into this and see what this challenge is about and how to play around with APIs and get data and see real-time data, right? So for this challenge, you need 4 things essentially. I'll link the challenge details in the description below so that you can also check it out. But the 4 things that you need are a Symbl.ai account. It's free. You can get it. The link is again in the description below. Once you have the account, log in and make sure you see this dashboard and copy the app ID and the app secret and keep it aside, right? And the second thing that you will need is Postman, right? Postman is a tool that lets you test APIs and see what responses you get, and basically teaches you how to work around with APIs and learn APIs also, right? That's the second thing that you will need. This works in the browser, or you can download their application as well on PC or Mac. And the third thing that you will need is an interview that you want to generate topics from. As I said, topics are most used phrases or conversations from the conversation, and or keywords, right, that are most mentioned in a conversation. And this is not just generating what is talked a lot in the conversation, but also creates an intelligent way to generate this. You can check the details of the topics API here. Again, the link for this in the description below. So I'll let you to learn the details of this topics API, but in this example I'm going to quickly show you how to play around with this API and learn, right? So the first thing that you will need is go to Symbl.api collection and download it for you to import it into your own Postman account. So get a Postman account. I'm going to use my desktop and show you how this works. I've already downloaded it, so let me open my Postman and quickly import this and show you how this works. I'm going to just blindly follow these steps, so don't worry about anything new that gets mentioned, because everything is listed already here by the Symbl.ai team. This also is not a promotion from Symbl.ai. I'm just trying out this API and also making sure I can share this with others who can possibly learn from this, right? So I'm going to quickly open Postman without talking much. Here, once you log in into your Postman account, I'm using the desktop app, right? So you just have to click on import and import the JSON file that you just downloaded, or you can just download the collection from here. Once you import the collection, you should see it on your left sidebar, and you have to expand it. And the first step is to authenticate, right? We will authenticate using our app ID and app secret that we copied from first step. So go to body and you can paste it here. I'm going to quickly paste them and get back. These are unique for your account, so make sure you don't share it publicly. Right, so the app ID and app secret are in place, so I'm going to just send it so that you get a response of an access token. And from here on, you don't have to copy this and paste it somewhere else. All of that is done for you. If you go to test, you can see that a code is written where we are fetching the access token and storing it in the variable already, so that you don't have to worry about copy pasting this or writing the API or a new API here. So the second step is you have to download the video. or the conversation essentially from where you want to pull the topics. And the conversation that I've picked is a very interesting one where Lex Fridman talks to Mark Zuckerberg from Meta. And this is a very insightful conversation. He's a machine learning scientist who has these really intense and deep conversations and insightful conversations with various people and uploads them on his YouTube channel as a podcast. You should definitely check it out. I will link that also in the description below. It's a great channel to learn. From here, the second step is once you have the video downloaded, right? It can be an MP3 format or an MP4 format. Don't worry if you don't know how to download this video or if you don't know what to download. Pick an interview, an interesting interview where you want to see what are the most talked about phrases or topics from that video, right? And download that MP4 or MP3 and keep that file ready. So once you have that ready, click on Async API. That's the second step, and go to video, submit new video file. Right, and from here click on body and click select file and select the actual interview that you downloaded. I'm going to quickly select my interview. Right, I've selected the interview. The second step is to upload it. Right, I've just sent it. After you upload it, depending on the size and your internet speed, it will definitely take a little time if it is a long interview, and you will get a response where you will get a job ID, and from there we will proceed. Right, we'll just wait for the API to give us the response. Pick a smaller interview if you think you don't have enough time to test it out, or if you want results quickly, right? Right, so you get the conversation ID and the job ID, and these are, again, if you go to tests, you can see that these are already being picked and stored. The collection does all of this for us, so we don't have to worry about copy pasting this stuff, right, as I mentioned already. Now the next step from here is, let's go back to the challenge post and see what is the next step. Once you have submitted the video, you will get a conversation ID, right, and this conversation ID helps you find the status of what you've uploaded. Right, now we are going to use this to find the current status of what we have uploaded, and if you see in progress, you'll have to wait for it to change to completed. So let's go back to Postman and see what is the status. For checking status, you can go to check request status under Async API only, and then just say send, because the job ID is already stored, right, and it says in progress. We'll wait for some time, and once this changes to completed, we will get back to testing it out, right? Depending on the video and the length of the video, this will take some time. If it is a short video, quick video, quick small interview, it will return quickly, and if it is a long interview, it will definitely take some time. So we'll get back once this changes to completed. All right, that did take quite some time. I think it took about 25 minutes or more, because it's a 2-hour long video. So if you're just trying this out, make sure you upload a simple small video file or audio file to test the API out. Once this is complete, our last step and the final step is to get the topics, right? We've uploaded the video, now the topics are generated. All you have to do is just go find out what these topics are and what the most mentioned phrases are, what their parent conversations are, and so on. For that, click on Conversation APIs folder and scroll down to topics and click on topics. And once you are in the topics, again, conversation is the ID. Conversation ID is automatically set, so we'll just do a quick send and fetch all the topics that are part of the video. I'm just going to expand this so that you can see it clearly. Great, so there you go. These are some of the topics that are mentioned along with the score, right? So there's free speech, there is social media, and these are all the message IDs. Then there is reality and comfortable expression, photorealistic avatars, digital content, harmful content, and so on, right? So these are all the topics and the phrases that got mentioned in the video that I uploaded. Right now, the meaning for this is very simple, right? You can go back to the API itself and find out what this is, right? The topic API essentially gives you the conversation ID and the job ID, and job ID is where you can check the status of the video that you've uploaded, and once it is completed, you can fetch all the topics that are mentioned, right? And these are the meanings of what you get from the topic API, and that is a example of how you can test APIs with Postman. I know this is a little complex if you don't know what APIs are, but if you know APIs, this is definitely a great way to test out what APIs are, and also a fun challenge from Symbl.ai. If you still want to participate, go ahead and participate today. There is just one day left for this competition, right? Yep, so that's it for this video. If you like the content, drop a like and consider subscribing. And if you know somebody who wants to get into no code and build something without coding, send them here, because this channel is all about no code. Peace.